I got this standard ping with a ping X, just standard from the shop. It's still the 425 max.
Yeah.
And I haven't actually used it for most of the time. If I lose form, I'm not hitting it because I'm topping it off the fairway. And when I hit a good shot, it's like a toe draw, penetrating far. When I hit one solid, what feels like solid, it's so high spin with a little fade that goes from the longest to my shortest shot, decent strike, is like 245 to 280.
So you feel like when you hit it a little bit off the toe, that's where you get your longest ones?
Yeah. And a little baby draw on it, it's like monumental.
Yeah. So that's exactly what a toe strike does. It takes spin rate off.
Okay.
And it just... So if I want to hit a driver my longest, when I used to play, I would always try and just hit it slightly off the toe, and same with a fairway wood. But you do run the risk of it going a little too far left. I mean, frankly, at your type of speeds, like your 7-iron speeds, like 95-ish plus. When you're at that type of speeds, I know it's an X-Flex, but not every X-Flex is the same, right?
Okay.
But generally, you'll create a lot more spin because if you notice your attack angle in the past has always been a little steep. So anything that goes a little bit steeper down into the golf ball runs and creates spin. So I'm just looking at your old pattern. It would not surprise me for you to hit a little spinnier. It'd be almost expected. But let's just run through numbers first. Let's see just exactly where it is, and then I'll be able to sort of advise. Head size, head shape, those type of little things, comfortable?
The feeling I get when I look at this one, it's got like a bit of a round look. So it doesn't feel square, which makes me feel like I'm going to top it. That's my biggest feeling, is I feel like I'm going to top this wood. It's also very round, in my opinion, down here.
Look at this face and head versus your face and head. Does that face look a lot squarer though? When you put it down, like you don't see that curvature?
Bulge. No, it doesn't bulge. Yeah.
That's really square.
Yeah.
It just looks like...
Yeah.
And you know, just the words you're telling me is like, look, I don't like that look of that half moon type of look, or the reverse half moon, and it's causing you to sort of doubt yourself or make you hit more bad shots, then yeah, maybe that's what's happened.
Yeah, I can even see it here. The white on the outside actually makes it look even more bulgy.
For me, I look at clubs and I always advise my clients to do this in a couple of different ways. It's got to look the way you want it to look first.
Yeah.
And it could be freaking old, I wouldn't care. But it's got to look right, because you're the one addressing the golf ball. You're the one hitting it, not me, not someone else. Once that looks comfortable, then it's got to sound and feel right. If it sounds like a tin can, then obviously I'm not going to use one. If I get one that sounds the way I like it, fantastic. So that's your second thing. And the third part, you know, your ball spin rates, your ball speed stuff, you know, your height, your little nuances that we can sort of tweak to make it perform better. I mean, that's the bottom line. That's the only three things you just really need to look at.
Okay.
Regardless of brand, regardless of model, newest and greatest, oldest or newest, whatever. It's kind of semi-irrelevant to me when it comes to fairway woods and hybrids.
Okay.
I just think that's ultra important. Get the thing looking the way you want it to look. Make sure it sounds and feels good first. Secondly, and then let me do my job too.
Okay.
Let me get some data on your current 3-wood. I definitely going to have at least a preference of what I think you should go into. But we're going to do things visually by how it looks first. Just like how you learnt golf. You changed your golf swing for the better visually. I think for you, everything is visual. Any club that you get, it has to be very appealing first things first. It's weird, like, you know, when you've been fitting as long as I have, it's a massive, massive part of it.
Is that for everybody?
No.
Oh yeah?
You're either visually, like very visually inclined. Some people are just completely feel obsessed. It could look ugly, but if it feels and sounds right, that's all. It's like, oh, this is fantastic. And some people are just so teched out, geeky, over the top. Do you almost feel like with the shallow face, you want to sweep it more, or do you feel like you want to hit down on it more?
If I'm in a fairway, I'm going to be hitting down on it because I'm scared of topping it. Because if it's a tight lie, I'm really worried that it's too round. Because when I look down on it, it makes it look like the leading edge is also round. So now in my head, I'm thinking, you're going to get under this thing. See, now there's one I really like. That one will come out 1 out of 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5
And that's spinning 3/8, which is in my mind quite a lot too much. Can I just try something with you?
Yep.
Does this look good, ugly, bad? Face looks squarer than yours?
Square, square.
Deeper face as well?
And there's no distracting stuff on the face.
Would you say that that face almost looks too closed?
Yeah.
Good.
That's a similar one to the one I hit with a ping.
Okay, this is interesting. Your right shot on that one, on a good swing, when it does this and it starts to fade out and climb and spin too much, is almost the same spin rate on this versus a good shot on the ping. That's your good shot on your ping. So if I look at these numbers, very, very similar in terms of speed, attack angle, path, face angles, and your spin rates. Very, very similar. Your ping, which was flushed, is
Okay.
too high.
Okay.
That was not a great one. That was a miss hit.
Yep.
Low strike off the face and heel is definitely spinning more, but it's virtually no difference in spin between your ping and this.
And a ping good strike.
Your ping good strike, that's as close to good as you're going to get. Spin rate, 3/8. Let's call that a 3/8.
So this one a low heel and has the same spin rate.
Virtually identical, 200 points difference.
Wow.
Now, do you remember the one before? Virtually the same.
Half a spin. Dang. Yeah, definitely. It stayed in the air.
It just hunts.
Yeah, like, yeah.
You get less friction.
Other one was like a riser.
Correct. Look at your strike zone locations. So you're talking about at least 1,000 point of spin there. Difference, which is equivalent to that versus.
Wow.
Now, do I think that that is too little spin? Yes, but why did it come out a little less spin? It was slightly higher up the face, so higher than the equator. And the higher you go up above the equator, the less spin you create. That's why when you said to me on your ping, when I hit a high toe, the thing can go 280. Because you're basically coming out like a driver spin.
Okay.
So now for me, it's not really going to be, is this going to work or is that going to work? To me, it's like, well, a lot of it is strike zone location. But if you can get a club that off the, let's say a low heel, you're not overly spinning it, or you're spinning it virtually the same as a flush shot on a ping, then I would say to you all day long, well, I know you're going to hit a lot of shots low heel. It's going to be like it's either low heel or slightly higher off the toe. But if we can get that higher strike off the toe and still coming out at 2,000 spin, which is not enough to be frank with you, and it comes out like a goddamn bullet, and you can minimize that low heel strike where it's not crazy spin, or your low heel cut shot with this is virtually the same as a perfect shot on your ping.
Wow. Yeah.
Then I would say to you, okay, we can definitely look at something here.
So now I'm listening to what you're saying, and I'm thinking, what is the point of a fairway wood? Like a 3-wood, what is the point?
You know, it's almost another club that you can hit it off the tee, if needs be. Frankly, for the better player, it's something that you can get you as close to the green on a par 5. Other than that, for people who play on your channel, you're either going to be able to someone who can hit a fairway wood, where the swing characteristics match, and they can handle a fairway wood, or if the swing characteristics and load doesn't match, doesn't matter what fairway wood you give them, they can't hit it.
Okay.
You can hit a fairway wood, but you've got to be on point. Meaning that you've got a love-hate relationship with your fairway wood. You always will have.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's weeks where you just top the shit out of it all day long, and there's days where you just like, it's on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends where your swing is.
Yeah, so this is the issue. I won't hit that thing on a par 5 unless I'm like in form. Like in form. Like I've done it and it will go onto the green or green side.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's not on form, it's going right or hook left and super long, and I'm now chipping back from the deep shit.
Which is why you've always carried like either a 7-wood or a long iron, right? That's just your go-to safety club. And in the end, no one really cares whether you hit a 3-wood or a 2-iron or a 4-iron, as long as your scores are decent, right? I feel you need a 3-wood in your bag because it's a secondary driver club if things aren't great. You're getting closer in terms of a good 3-wood. You know, you can fly it 255 and you can get it running out to 290 when the spin's low. This is exactly what you said. Like you hit your high tower ones with low spin, just coming out like 280, 290, as you said. And then you hit a flush one with higher spin. Yes, you fly it virtually the same, but your totals are, there's 25 meters there. What do you want out of your 3-wood? So for me, it's like, where I see your 3-wood should be with your type of length. If I wanted to float something in, you're not really floating. I don't think you really need to float in a 3-wood.
Okay.
It's probably more of a 5-wood or a 7-wood that you're floating in. You know, like this 3-wood for me is either going to be 3-wood off the tee, or when you're really long out and you're like, let's say you've hit a shit driver, you're in a decent lie and you need to hit 3-wood onto the green. Okay. Driver's not working, go down to 3-wood. 3-wood doesn't work, jump into 2-iron. 2-iron doesn't work, go to 4-iron. And then play the rest of your holes that way. I think you're too long off the tee to be worried about a 5-wood and a 7-wood, in my opinion. Because for you, it's going to be top end heavy, wedge heavy. That in between there is sort of like you might have 1 or 2 shots every round. It's just not going to be enough.
Yeah. That's what I find though with the 2-iron is I'll get myself in a decent position, but now I'm hitting 6-iron into the green and stepping on it to go 190 because I don't want to take anything off another club. And those are awkward shots that I just end up having to chip and putt from awkward positions. So if I get that with a 3-wood to like 7 or 8-iron, a big difference. What made you give me this model?
I wanted to see how you reacted with a thicker profile, a bit more condensed. I'm not worried about the face angle yet. I will tweak it if I need to. Okay. But I wanted a thicker profile because I don't think you need to go thin profile fairway wood. A lot of your guys would.
You're talking about...
Visually, when you look at it, it looks a lot thicker.
It doesn't look too bad, to be honest. It looks about the same as the ping, which I'm quite happy with.
Okay.
I just don't like the bulge of it.
On the ping, you mean?
Yeah, I don't like that bulge. So this one actually still looks actually doesn't look that high, that deep. Okay. From the top, which is nice. And also, I think it's the color, right? Because if you don't have paint in here, there's no steps.
Colors play a massive part in it.
Yeah. Because the white makes it look like you can clearly see the step in loft. This one just looks. That's why I said it looks like a putter. Now that one actually feels good.
I like that.
And I didn't feel like I'm putting as much effort in to try get it airborne.
Okay, let's change that face setting. So I've put you in a shaft where I think you need to really be.
So what do you love about club fitting overdoing
the complexities? I find swing stuff is just too easy. Club fitting is just it's an open canvas. I already know exactly where I want to put you, but I can get things and just show you how things can just change. What I've just done here, actually I'm not even going to tell you.
So you had a Healy cut, right?
Yes, sir.
How much spin was on that one?
2.8.
On a Healy cut? Wow. Man, if I can hit a shot like that every day, every shot.
You love that little baby fade on a wood?
Again?
You like that little fade out on a wood?
You know, I do. Because as soon as I start drawing it, then I'm worried about the hook, which I used to fight so much when I first started seeing you.
So if you hit that little fade, you're pretty much good to go. This is a good thing. That Healy cut flies the same distance as your good ones, still runs out with less spin rate, landing angle 39 degrees, and this is a massive part of it as well, right? It's how the ball sort of comes down. It's not overly hot. I know that when you hit it high up the face or slightly off the toe, yes, you're going to drop 1,000+ points, and the thing's going to come out like a little bullet. That's going to be your scary good ones, right? But generally you're either center to low heel. It's about minimizing that.
Okay.
So if I can get your heel cut to be 3.5, 3.6, and versus your ping center strike at 3.8, 3.7, mate, your center strikes 2.3. There's still ways that you can improve numbers to optimize things without sacrificing your mishits. The reason I will say to you why I also don't want you to hit an LS or LST model is purely because you do hit a lot of shots there. And that to me is a little scary. Because when you hit LS models like that, it's just not friendly. Okay. You know, you really want to be striking it, you know, within a centimeter of that.
Okay.
Maximum 12, 13 mm around that, you know. So, dude, you don't hit it close enough to really warrant a low spin. I can get you hitting a great fairway wood, great numbers, slight mishits. This is going to be more your average.
Yeah.
When you knuckle it, that thing is going to be going under 3,000 spin all day long. Okay. And that's really good. Like, I love that strong landing angle where it's not too high dropping out. It's just going through that next little phase, you know, and it just optimizes everything. You get plenty of carry, you get the little bit of run out. Great off the tee if you can. You know, like off the tee is just going to be money.
Yeah.
The better you are in terms of your path and swing direction, I know you're going to hit it better and better and better.
Okay.
See, that was pretty close to being good.
So is that...
Your numbers are solid, right? Numbers are solid. That's kind of like where I like to see my 3-wood as a stock standard average, like a 3,000, 3.3. Landing angle.
Yeah.
Still coming down with a little bit of run out.
Feels like it stays in the air extra.
Yeah, there's like an extra gear or an extra leg to it.
Yeah.
Because it's not losing all its energy, dissipating. It's just cutting through the wind, cutting through the air. You're just maximizing everything. But that looks comfortable on the ground when you put it down.
Real good. Looks real nice.
How does it feel and sound?
Perfect. Perfect. I like
It's
that
got
sound.
that tingy, nice,
Yeah, perfect.
no tin can shit.
No, just that thwack with a little ping. And the feeling is nice too. It feels less erratic. That one feels erratic.
So what I've done with this, it's a 15-degree standard. I've actually taken off 0.75 degrees of loft. It's a 14.25, so it's a strong 3. It'd be fantastic off the tee for you. But what I can do by taking loft off the club is I can help open the face up. Because when it sits standard, it looks a little bit shut. The less loft I have, it opens up the face. Okay. So it makes it look a little squarer. It's got the profile, for me, this has got the profile of an LS model. LS is a low spin model.
Okay. So
I don't think I need to take the spin off you. You know, I think I could take the spin off you. Why I put you into this, I knew that you'd spin this less than your current model. So for me, it was like, okay, I can drop spin rate with a lot of this. But I wanted to create a look specifically. I knew how that sounded because I love the sound of this thing. But what I was looking for is I wanted to create a look where it was like LS, low spin, smallish head, a bit more compact sizing, but with the friendliness of your type of model in a different shape that appeals to you.
Wow.
That's why for me it was like, okay, I knew where I wanted to go with this. And knowing that I know that this is going to be a predominant fairway finder when your driver's not working well, it's like I just can put the little bits and just, okay, I can give you that package.
Okay, so did you know straight away the PXG?
And this is the cheap budget low model PXG.
Okay.
And for me, I don't give a shit what it is, right? But I knew like, okay, I know you like that look. I know what type of profile you're looking for. I knew where I'm going to put you on this. Like this is just an automatic no-brainer for you.
Wow.
Keeps the flight down, takes some spin rate off. You're going to lose a lot of that bullshit.
But it's not like you're a PXG guy, right? I mean, it's not like you're just trying to fit me into PXG.
No.
You've got everything here.
Yeah, I could put you into a Callaway, but I know that that thin profile would have been just too much for you. And I didn't want to put you into an LS head. So I didn't want to put you into a Callaway triple diamond because I don't need to take the spin rate off from the head. I knew that a lot of that was to do with the shaft and just the way it looks. So for me, it was like, do I think the Callaway head is a better looking head? Yes, but it's too elongated, too long this way. And it's just like, and I picked up the little words. It's like, oh, this looks too big and too whatever. And when you converse with me, it's like, okay, I can pick that. Yep, okay, I know what you're looking for. I know what this sounds like. I know what it feels like. So I'm not worried about that. So I could just go, I knew you would like the sound of it and the feel of it because I like it.
What would have been your alternative if I didn't like that?
Probably a GT2 fairway wood, Titleist. But I know that it's got a little bit of that shape thing that you didn't like. So I probably would have gone back into a TSR2. This is a GT. This really tails out a lot more. That's the type of look that you don't like. You don't like this type of what I call half moon or reverse half moon. This is a lot squarer when you sort of put it on the ground. And when you put it on the ground, it gives you a completely different visual. Like you will just see it. One looks very square. One looks like it's got that tail off that you're talking about. You know, it's the thing. It's some of the quirkiest little things. This is what I mean. Everything on that club, on a fairway wood, it needs to match out. It could be a logo. It could be a color. It could be something. Matte versus shiny. It makes it look different. It makes it look a different size. It just, everything affects it. So it's so hard for a lot of these guys to get a really, like a fairway wood that they just love. This is why sometimes you see some guys like Henrik Stenson use that one fairway Diablo, Callaway Diablo, for goodness knows how many years. I mean, it's just, Tommy Fleetwood had that Nike with that massive undercut chunk taken out of it. He used it for ages, right? Because sometimes it's just like this little things. But when you can find a fairway wood that you actually can somewhat control, don't change fairway woods fast. Like that thing can be in your bag 10, 15 years sometimes, man.
So would that be done?
Yeah, you're 100% done.
So what would be the next step?
Build it.
and like let's say I came in now. When do I get it?
In an hour if you want. I already know exactly where I want to go with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it that quick?
If I have stock, yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, within the hour.
And if not?
For the Callaway, TaylorMade, Titleist, they've got regional HQs here and distributors. If they do have stock, then yeah, 1 or 2 days. Really? I hate people waiting two or 3 days. It's ridiculous.
And what about irons? Like if you had to fit a set of irons?
This is why I've got ridiculous amounts of stock.
Oh, okay.
Shafts, heads, It's the reason is I wouldn't want to wait. And if I had to wait, I want to wait maybe 1 or 2 days. But for me to wait 2 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks for a custom set to be built and done, I hate that. Which is why I have shitloads of stock.